Chelsea from the Purdue Extension Office. Chelsea, welcome.
Thanks.
We are talking food. That's why I'm here.
We are talking food. With February being National Heart Month and then March is National Nutrition Month, it's the perfect time to talk about food.
Well, it's always a good time to talk about food, but this is not just food. This is food as medicine.
This is food as medicine. We try at least twice a year to run a food as medicine course. And, again, it's National Heart Month and next month is National Nutrition Month. So we always like to do one here in March. Food as Medicine is a program that's really near and dear to my heart because we really do try to come together and talk about all the things that are out there in the world that might confuse you when it comes to what should I choose to put on my plate and when should I choose it.
Because there's so much information out there, who to trust, what works, who's just talking out of their rear end.
Yes, very much so. The wellness industry has become a very confusing industry, but we know time and again, the boring stuff is what works. So we're going to talk about the boring, non-exciting, non-magic ingredients that we know.
Taking it back to the basics.
Exactly. This has been sustaining us for a long time. It's things that we've heard over and over again, like lots of fruits and vegetables, fiber, healthy meats.
But you know very well that although those things sound boring, if cooked right, they can be quite delicious.
They can. And that's my favorite part of Food as Medicine is that we actually get to cook together live. So you'll listen to me chat for about an hour about different things. We're going to talk about all of your questions, and then we're going to cook a meal together. So I will feed you food if you come.
Now, I make a pretty mean Easy Mac and PB&J. Basically, what I'm telling you right now, Chelsea, is I don't belong in a kitchen. What about the people like me that aren't really cooks?
Yeah, we're going to teach you.
Awesome.
So everybody has their own little cooking station, and you're cooking your food, so you get to actually prepare it yourself. We talk about knife skills. We talk about things that some people take for granted, like how do you clean and cut a bell pepper? How do you dice an onion? All of these things that I
don't know any of those things.
Maybe you feel like if you do it, everybody should know it. But again, not everybody knows it. Not everybody was taught this. So we do a little bit of kitchen skills, a little bit of basic, how do you develop these well-rounded flavors in the dishes? And my favorite thing is to surprise people with these very simple recipes, just how satisfying they are.
Thursdays, March 5th, 12th, 17th, and 19th.
Yes, sir. We're getting it done before spring break. So everybody that has spring break plans, this is for you, I promise. We're going to leave with new friends before spring break.
And a full belly.
Yes, and a full belly. So in addition to the live cooking, everybody's also going to leave with a secondary meal kit that goes along with whatever the topic is for that week. Each week is a different topic. So we kind of will follow that information for whatever we cook live, and then you also get a meal kit to go home with.
All right. Where is this being held?
It's being held at the Center on 5th, which is the old 5th Street building.
All right. The Center on 5th in Jasper coming up in March. How do we get registered for this?
You'll go online to bit.ly/FAM. That's all capital -5, or our social media, or
that's probably easier.
WBDC social media.
We'll put a link in the comments. How about that? Is that what they say? Is that what the new kids say these days?
I think so.
We'll drop a link in the comments. So, again, you can register. Is there any cost?
There is no cost.
Free.
It is completely free. The entire experience, the meal kits, it's all paid for. We just need you.
You're obviously teaching people how to cook, but the topic, food is medicine, because these foods can not only improve your health, they can actually prevent some things from happening, maybe even further down the line.
Yeah. So we all kind of know that food has an effect on our body, good and bad. And so this class is going to be based off of the Mediterranean eating pattern, which is the only scientifically studied diet pattern that has proven to prevent things like progression of diabetes, the progression of heart disease, even cancer, macular degeneration, Alzheimer's, like the list goes on and on of things that we can make these small little tweaks. We don't have to go full bore Italian, right?
Okay.
We can still be good old Indianians. And add in these little things that make.
So this doesn't have to be a whole revamp of your diet. Just really adding some of these things and maybe in steps can really make a difference.
Yeah, you know, 1 or 2 changes makes a world of difference.
Because that's hard. It's hard to change one's diet because a diet is a habit.
It is very much so, and we know, everybody knows, you know, public health officials and also common people. If you try and flip a switch, that switch isn't going to stay on.
Nope.
So you have to find those little things, right, that are going to be able to work their way into your lifestyle already, and that's where we see difference, and that's where we see change.
Now, Chelsea, for me and for someone who doesn't know how to cook, that could be part of the problem growing up was that I didn't know how to do these things, so I went for the easy meal, and the easy meal usually is the unhealthy meal. When you're cooking in the kitchen, you're using these ingredients, then once you learn how to do that, it makes it easier to add these things to your diet.
It does make it easier to add the things that we're going to talk about to your diet, but it's also, how do I take the Easy Mac and how do I add to it, right? So what can I add to Easy Mac to get like a tuna mac with some veggies and still have that ease and the quickness, but also I've added nutrient-dense foods that are going to really work for my body instead of just fueling my body. We're going to go the extra mile.
So once again, coming up in March. So you got to get registered by, is there a deadline?
There is not a deadline. You can register up until the day of, but we just might not have a food kit for you. So
all right,
the earlier the better.
Chelsea, anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Food as medicine from the Purdue Extension Office. Chelsea, thanks so much for stopping by.
Thanks, Ty.
This has been In.form on WBDC and WJTS.
This has been In.form on WBDC and 18 WJTS. Catch past episodes on our social media pages and our websites. If it matters to you, it matters to us. In.form.